Welcome to this episode of Back to the Movies. With me, as always, is Luke.
Hello.
Can't tell what we're going to talk about tonight. Well, you need new glasses.
It's hot in here.
It is very hot, and it's probably ideal that we're doing this in the middle of July. We're going to talk about primarily Backdraft, but we will kind of bring in some of the stuff about Backdraft too. Okay. So we are talking about the 1991 Ronald Howard. Would you go masterpiece with this?
I think so.
So
it's really good.
This was his first R-rated film since Night Shift.
Yeah, Ron Howard doesn't make a lot of R movies.
No, and usually it's more of a soft R. It's not the hard violence or anything. It's usually just adult language, adult themes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I do have some cool facts that I found about this movie. So one of the first facts I want to cover with this is this film inspired Universal Studios Hollywood to create a special effects show based on the film. It was the first time a Universal Studio theme park attraction was based off an R-rated film.
Yeah, so that Backdraft ride or whatever it was, I was supposed to go on it when we went to Universal Studios Hollywood when I was a kid. But the line was so long to get into it that we skipped it, and I didn't get to experience it. I was bummed.
I'm sorry. And when I finally got the opportunity to go to Universal Hollywood, it was no longer part of the ride.
Oh, that's too bad.
But
that was one thing that surprised me. This was R-rated, but in 91, I would have been 10 years old. My parents took us to the theater to see it. Me and my younger brother, who was only like 5 at the time, in Polson, Montana. It was raining, and I remember we're going to go. It was in the summertime. It was like raining. They're like, let's go see Backdraft. We heard it wasn't that bad. We think you'll be okay. I thought it was great at 10 years old. I was like, man, this movie's awesome. Made me want to be a fireman.
Well, it did definitely inspire a lot of people to join the fire department, kind of like the Top Gun effect.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if it had the same Top Gun effect.
Yes, it did have the Top Gun effect. In fact, I just want to throw this out. Backdraft grossed over $152 million and received 3 Academy Award nominations.
Wow. What were the nominations? I don't remember.
I think effects, sound, and
I can see effects and sound.
Yeah.
But no, there was no supporting actor or anything like that.
No, none of the actors themselves got into it.
I mean, because Bobby De Niro's character, I thought, was really well done.
Bob's character is actually, if you listen to his actual name, it is the name of a Chicago fire inspector.
So Shadow is?
Yeah. He's actually based on a real person.
Huh.
So I was going to bring that up a little later, but...
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. What I do want to point out, since I already pointed out, Backdraft made over $152.4 million worldwide. It was the highest grossing film about firefighters, and I'm using that about very loosely. Until what 2007 film?
2007.
I know.
Firefighter? Oh, like Firestorm or something like that? no, not that. That wasn't The Rock. Or I was thinking of the other one with Howie Long, where he's like a
Oh God!
wildfire
Oh
man.
God! Oh,
Sorry.
I know the one you're talking about because it was Kalispell.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
God! It's been so long since I've actually thought about that movie.
I hadn't until you just said think of fireman movies. I'm like, oh, see what racket that popped in my head.
No, like I said, loosely.
Armageddon?
Nope. They were oil drillers.
Oh, oil drillers. Yeah. Okay. I don't know, man. Oh, wait. No, wait. I don't. Wait. Was it the Adam Sandler flick with him and Kevin James where they get married and they're firemen or something like that? Is that the one? I don't know what the heck that movie's called.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
There you go. Jeez. That's not really a fireman movie. I mean, like you said, loosely.
Yeah. So if you take that, the fact that they played or were firefighters, but they weren't really representation firefighters.
Yeah.
I think we can both agree that Fox's 911 and Lone Star 911 does a better job portraying firefighters than Chuck and Larry.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So yeah. Did you watch the credits by chance?
Oh no. When I finished watching it, I did not. I mean, I watched the little pop-up, that says something about the firemen and all the firemen there are in the US or something that they put at the very end, but I didn't watch the actual credits roll.
Well, this is pretty cool. Kurt Russell, Kevin Casey, Scott Glenn, William Baldwin did a lot of their own stunts. And the stunt coordinator, Walter Scott, was so impressed by their performance, he actually listed them as stunt performers in the credits.
Oh, wow. I remember seeing some kind of documentary with Billy Baldwin doing one where was the one where he gets like the flame comes up and he was flying backwards, and it was like, yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing that, and then every time I watched the movie, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's actually him and the fire coming up at him. So
now, surprisingly, it was an actual firefighter who wrote this story.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
yes.
Cool.
Gregory Wilden was a firefighter for 3 years. The film is based on the death of a friend in an actual Backdraft.
Oh, wow.
Not only did he write Backdraft, he wrote Backdraft 2.
Oh, yeah. I like Backdraft 2.
Not only do we have Billy Baldwin coming back for Backdraft 2, we also have Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
And one of the original executive producers of this film helped produce the other one. And their last name, I don't know. I want to almost say dynasty of film producers.
Yeah. Well, I know Ron Howard was one of the producers.
Well, yes. Imagine Entertainment was the production company.
Yeah.
But let me pull. I don't want to screw up the name too much here. Sorry. Well, while I'm scrolling through here, did you catch the Clint Howard cameo?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
In Backdraft 2?
No, in the first one.
Oh.
So
when was the Clint Howard one that I missed?
Don Rimgale, who is the character Bob De Niro plays, was
Yeah.
as a cameo. He was one of the party cronies during the little fireman ball thing in the middle.
That's a safe place to put people like that and stuff, and let them have cameos and be an extra and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that also the Clint Howard one?
No. Clint actually had delivered a key piece of dialogue.
It's not when he's asking where 17 is, and he's like, they're on the roof.
No,
That character.
He played the pathologist.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, I forgot. Yes, yeah, you're right. No, I know. Grab onto him. He's not going to sell you insurance. It's such a great line.
Oh.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. I was drawing a blank. I was thinking Clint Howard or somebody. Yeah. He's plays the pathologist, and they're looking at the dead people, and he's going over the traces and stuff on the guy's skin.
Yeah. So same writer for both. Billy's in it, Donald's in it, and Rafaela was part of the production. Now, did it feel like in Backdraft 2, a lot of the background felt CGI-ish?
I didn't think it was too bad.
But
Maybe
it didn't
somewhat,
really feel like they were in Chicago, did it?
No, it didn't feel like they were in Chicago.
Yeah. That's what happens when you film in Europe and then say it's America.
That was filmed in Europe?
Yes. In fact,
that's weird.
The guy who plays Sean and his partner, they're both British.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I came across a behind the scenes making of and them talking without their American accents was hilarious.
Oh God, I bet. Well, I thought he did a good job. Like I was like, I didn't recognize him from anything, and I was like, man, I think he's.
No, I don't want to make it sound like I hated Backdraft 2.
Yeah,
it's good.
I mean, it's not the first one, but yeah, I mean, it was better. I really thought it was going to be just garbage, and I was like, well, this was pretty good.
Admittedly, the first time I watched it, I probably enjoyed it a little bit more. Rewatching it for this, I was like, okay, a lot of this is just almost a manipulation. Okay, instead of a false workman study, we have some missing high-tech missile.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like I'm going to watch it again, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit just watching it once. I just like because they tied it into the original story and all that. But
yes, but they also kind of changed the story a little bit. When did Sean ever get trapped in his room with fire?
Yeah, I didn't remember that. I just assumed that was later on, like after the movie was over and after his dad being dead and stuff. Then he just started acting out and stuff. That's kind of what I assumed.
Yeah, but the age of the kid on the bed wasn't much bigger than the Sean we had in the first film.
Yeah, I know.
So
I was able to get past that real quick.
And they couldn't even hire Ramon. Yeah, I can't even say her name. Rebecca to come back and just do the voiceover of Sean's mom in the fire.
Yeah, that surprised me.
That was.
Yeah,
that's beyond phoning it in. So, because really, I don't think she's that much on Cameo to do a quick birthday greeting. So
I did like that they brought Donald Sutherland back though, and
but
surprised his character. It was basically the same role again, but still, I did like it. I always liked him in the first one. I thought his character was really cool in the first one.
Yeah.
You know?
We might as well get everything out about Backdraft 2 now.
Okay.
I did like that Brian stayed on and became a chief.
Yeah, I thought that was
a little
cool.
surprising, but nice. Even Bob De Niro's character was only a captain.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's a chief, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, seeing Sean, in the first movie, Brian dances with fire, I would say.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
But Sean almost he could have gone either way and became
that's I think what they're trying to show you at the end too. When they're talking with Donald Sutherland's character, he's like, you're pretty much just like me. You could arsonist just like I could, you know. He loves it, if you will.
Yeah. A little too much.
Yeah.
But it was impressive the way he figured out the trigger in that furnace fire.
Yeah.
But really, how many fire investigators live in a warehouse with disused HVAC stuff readily available like that?
Yeah, I know. I was easily past it. I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna enjoy it because and
like I said, first time I was watching it, I was much like you.
Yeah.
Second time through, I'm sorry.
That's just it. If I watched it again, I would critique it a lot more. I've only seen it once, and I was like, man, this was way better than I expected. So that's why I'm pleasantly happy with it.
First time I found out about it is, I think I saw it pop up on my Netflix.
Yeah.
Releases.
Well, that's what you told me about it on Netflix, and I was like, oh, my first reaction was, oh god, this is gonna be terrible.
And then 2 days later, I found it on DVD with a 2-pack with the original. So I was like, do I want to buy it or should I at least just watch it? Because I love the first one. I can go back and rewatch it. You know.
Well, the first one's so good. If it's on TV at all, I watch it. And then, you know, it's got a long runtime and it doesn't feel like it's that long to me.
It doesn't. It's one of the things I love about it.
Yeah.
You know, that Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, there's movies like that are really long, but they don't feel like they're that long because they just keep you engaged the whole time. And this is one of those.
So
I've got a cameo that I don't know if you noticed it or not.
Okay, hit me.
So it was right at the beginning. When you're seeing young Brian watching his dad, also played by Kurt Russell, but old man McCaffrey.
Dennis McCaffrey.
Yeah, Dennis McCaffrey, you know, dancing with the fire and stuff. Did you notice the cameo of the 70s hippie?
Not off the top of my head.
David Crosby plays the 70s hippie.
I did know that.
Yeah. I always thought that was cool that they got him to play the 70s hippie because he's like, you know, if you think of a 70s hippie, that's who I think of. I'm like, yeah, I gotta look like David Crosby.
There is a goof in that same scenario.
What's that?
If you watch very closely as they're heading to the fire, a 1980s Plymouth minivan snuck in the background.
Whoops, I haven't noticed that one.
So here's some interesting casting on this.
Oh, I like these. Yeah. Hit me with it.
Originally, completely different movie already. Tom Cruise was trying to get Kurt Russell to do Days of Thunder with him.
Oh, really? I love Days of Thunder.
But when he heard about this film, he encouraged Kurt to go out for the role. So
So is he trying to get Kurt Russell to play Rowdy Burns?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
What a different movie that would have been.
Yeah, that would have been, way different.
I can't even imagine that at this point.
Yeah.
Because I think Michael did such a great job.
Yeah. He did such a good job in that role.
And John C. Reilly's in Days of Thunder, and he's actually acting normal and a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's not being over the top funny.
We see him now.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting twist of fate. Also, an interesting twist, Brad Pitt lost out on the role of Brian McCaffrey to William Baldwin, who had to be released from his contract from playing the small part of JD in Thelma and Louise, which got recast with Brad Pitt.
Huh. Well, that's pretty crazy.
So
I don't think Brad Pitt would. I mean, I'm sure he could have pulled it off somehow, but it would have been way different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So according to IMDb, as of 2012, this is still the most successful movie about firefighters. Notice they said most successful.
Right.
Grossing 152.3 million worldwide. So just correcting what those 80skids.com said about Chuck and Larry.
Right.
Other casting things. Jennifer Jason Leigh suggests J.T. Walsh for the Swayzak character. She said that he was a mentor to her. He was just such a strong actor. It was effortless for him.
Who did he play?
City councilman Swayzak.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That sleazy city council, they played it to a T of the typical, you think the kind of slimy,
bureaucrat.
Yeah, exactly.
Back room deals.
Yeah.
So William Baldwin claims that even to this day, fire trucks will honk their horn when they see him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And Jennifer Jason Leigh told Ron Howard that she wished she could be the fire because it had the best part. So another interesting twist of fate, Alec Baldwin was originally considered to play Brian, but turned it down and recommended his brother William instead.
Well, I think Alec would have been too old almost.
Yeah, he would have been more of an older. Well, this is Alec Baldwin about the time of The Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he would have felt, I think, almost. I mean, just the look of his face and stuff too. He just looks older, I think. Where Billy Baldwin looks younger and can kind of play that. He just looks like a younger brother, Or you got Kurt Russell playing the gritty older brother, it fit well.
So here's some kind of good news. The production company totally refurbished 6 fire apparatuses, and upon completion of the film, donated 5 of them back to the Chicago Fire Department.
Well, that's cool.
4 of them as frontline equipment for several years, and 1 was set up as a backup.
Oh, that's cool.
What was not donated to the city was the truck they had to flip over which was totaled for that shot. So that
Oh,
towards the end, that
yeah,
William jumps off and chases down 17.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's pretty cool that they did that. This little perk for the Chicago Fire Department.
so you know that kid who gets carried out by Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
There
You
was
mean hang on.
oh, you actually have his name?
Hang it. No, wait, hang on. Oops, I messed up. Hang on.
Are you trying to share your screen?
You mean that kid?
Yes. There was over 200 kids who auditioned to be carried out by Kurt Russell there.
You mean there was 200 parents that made their kids audition to be the kid that got carried out?
Yes. Now, here's a couple names that will surprise you as potential Brian McCaffreys.
Okay.
Do you want to guess?
I suppose I could guess. Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of them knows Kung Fu.
Oh, Keanu Reeves? Nice. That I could see that maybe.
And
That's right around Point Break and stuff. I love Point Break.
the other one had a single season on SNL. Technically wasn't part of the Brat Pack, but wasn't.
Rob Lowe?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nice try though. I like where you went there.
I mean, I could see.
Lone Star 911.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
One season on SNL. That's what's throwing me off here.
I know
Oh,
this is a deep dive, but it's all elementary.
I know that was the hint. Gosh. Wait. Robert Downey Jr.? Was it?
Yes.
And he was on SNL for a season? Yeah, I think I know that. The elementary, that was a reference to Sherlock Holmes, right?
Yes, which
Yeah, okay.
they are apparently in pre-production for Sherlock Holmes 3.
Thank goodness. I love those movies. They're great, man. Like, I totally dig them.
So,
Those are ones too where they pop up on like TNT or FX or something. I'll be like, I'll watch 5 minutes and next time I'm watching the whole thing.
I believe it.
But that's how, like, again, Backdraft is one of those movies where it's like, it doesn't matter what part it is. If I jump into it, if it's on TV or something, I'll watch the rest of it and almost could actually be bummed that I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I like it that much. It's a good flick. So I've got one little story. You mind me sharing real quick?
Absolutely.
About Backdraft? Okay, so when I was a kid, we had a place up on Flathead Lake by Polson, Montana, where we had a trailer that we rented a spot for, a little like a camper trailer, right? Anyways, so we'd go there in the summer times. It was raining. We went to Backdraft. We come back and it's getting dark out. Well, the rain had quit, so we build a fire in our big fire pit and stuff, right? That we have at the campground. Well, the end of the night gets over, and it's time to put the fire out. I volunteer after watching Backdraft to take the hose and hose it down like a fireman. And the rocks around it were so hot that when I was hosing it, I remember the steam just came off of it. It was so freaking hot on my face as I'm, and my mom's yelling because the steam's getting around. I'm like, no, I got to put the fire out like Backdraft. I'm 10 years old. I thought I was Backdraft. I thought I was freaking Bull up there putting the fire out. But anyways, that's my stupid little story about the night after Backdraft. I felt like a fireman.
Well, here's something kind of fun about it. Much of the soundtrack was later adapted for a very popular cooking show, which first aired in Fuji TV in Japan.
Hell's Kitchen?
Good guess. Think more the Food Network.
Oh, wait. Oh, and aired in Japan. Why am I drawing a blank on this? Oh,
Alton Brown hosts on the Food Network.
hang on. It's God, I am just something chef. It's the Iron Chef.
Yes.
There you go. I was like, it was right there. I couldn't get it out.
So the soundtrack song "Show Me Your Fire Truck" was played during the intro and during the ending credits, and also became known as the Iron Chef March.
Yeah.
Burn It All was played during the Challengers entry and when the theme ingredients were unveiled. And Fahrenheit 451 was played during the overview of both chefs' dishes when the winner was announced.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool little trivia there. You know, one thing I did really enjoy in the original Backdraft too that you don't see in a lot of movies anymore is the montage part where they're playing the music and they're showing them like fight fires and spray the water and
Oh, yeah, that was a great montage in this.
Yeah, I love having montages in movies and they don't do them anymore hardly. It's a good way to like bring someone up to speed, it showed that all of a sudden he was getting experience and stuff and then they were kind of getting along. And,
I think my favorite when they were chasing the chickens.
And then that one guy walks by him just holding the one chicken. Yeah, that was good. I mean, that was good. That was a good montage.
Hey, it's dinner.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting anecdote to go with Backdraft. The Twilight Drive-In Theater near London, Ontario was to show Backdraft one night. But there were a problem with the projector. Ironically, the drive-in burned down later that night.
Oh, jeez.
So,
what are the odds of that happening? Jeez. Let's show Backdraft and be burned down.
So here are some other actors who turned down the role of Brian McCaffrey.
Okay.
Val Kilmer.
Oh, yeah, he was pretty big right then. They turned it down to go do the Saint.
Saint was 98, I think.
Oh, was it later? Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is like
because this would have been, they would have filmed in like 89 probably, or 90.
90.
Yeah.
So I think he just got done with The Doors.
Oh, okay.
Matt Dillon.
I can see that.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah. I mean, 21 Jump Street, man.
And obviously Tom Cruise. Turned it down and then recommended his friend Kurt Russell to go for the lead instead.
The lead, yeah. And Russell was awesome. I mean, he's just a great actor. You go from here, then the next thing you know, he's playing Wyatt Earp, and I mean, Kurt Russell in the 90s.
But
so I got a question for you. I haven't looked this up. Before the movie, did like Kurt Russell and Billy Baldwin go train with like the Chicago Fire Department or anything like that?
Actually, they did a boot camp. They spent about a month living, breathing with a ladder company in Chicago.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
So now
because
Scott Glenn and a couple of the other principals actually went to fire camp essentially.
I wondered because I mean they feel like they're doing. I mean they do a dang good job of portraying firemen. I think.
Yeah, they absolutely did. In fact, that scene where they run up the ladder or up the stairs, Kurt trips and says, "Run!"
Yeah, run! Dang you!
Yeah. Instead of using the 25-pound prop hose, they were using the real thing.
That's cool.
So give them kudo points for that.
Yeah.
Because they could have Hollywood it, but they didn't.
Yeah, use the 25-pound prop hose instead. Yeah, we'll do it. That's cool. I mean, like you said, they put them in the stunt, credentials because they were doing a lot of their own stuff. So
Now, Ron Howard has said that what he really enjoys about this movie is the power and conflict of brothers.
yeah,
Something that he's had some experience with when he did 84's Splash, as well as 89's Parenthood.
yeah. Well, what you made me think of there is like everybody says A River Runs Through. It's a fly fishing movie, and it's really a movie about family and brothers and stuff.
Absolutely. So
So
now, did you ever figure out how Kurt Russell got the nickname Bull in the movie?
no, I don't think I did.
This is very meta. It is the early 90s. They're in Chicago.
Oh, the Chicago Bulls. That's simple.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
In fact, if you pause your Blu-ray at the right moment and get a really clear image on his fire helmet, you will see the Bulls logo somewhere on that helmet.
Oh, that's cool.
So that is how he got that. The Dennis McCaffrey boat that he's restoring. Did you catch the name?
Oh, no.
Go-Go.
Oh yeah, Go-Go. Yeah.
Which is
I
actually
remember that now.
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's family nickname for Kurt because he's always on.
Let go.
So,
that's funny.
So did you think Kurt Russell and William Baldwin were pretty close in age, or did it feel like one was out of place? I'm just curious.
Well, no, I felt like they were supposed to be, to me, I don't know, about 5 years apart is kind of how I thought of it.
4 to 5 years.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I guess, how I pictured it, because like my brother and I were 5 years apart, so I was like looking at them when they were kids, I was like, yeah, they look about 5 years apart to me.
Yeah, I would say 4 to 6 in that flashback to their dad. But Kurt's actually 12 years older.
Oh, really? Holy cow.
So when you put it in that perspective, maybe Alec would have been the better.
Yeah, well, but Kurt looks so young, so
yes,
that's like in Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, Harrison Ford jokes because I think Sean Connery was like only 12 years older than him, and he's like, he's supposed to be my dad, and he's like only 12 years older than I am. So
funny you should bring up Sean Connery because this little trivia fact just scrolled up.
Oh, cool.
Kurt Russell was originally considered for the lead role of Connor McLeod in the Highlander movie.
Really?
Starring Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Which just happened to be written by the same writer as this little film.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
I can't see Kurt Russell being the Highlander.
Dude.
I just don't see that working.
And
I love the movie Highlander. That's a great flick.
I love the movie.
Yeah.
Love the TV series.
Soundtrack was amazing too.
Soundtrack's amazing. The film score is amazing on that.
Yeah.
Second movie.
Third it movie? Really takes a nosedive after two. It just goes.
I don't know. I personally I liked the third Highlander movie because it kind of erased the second movie.
Yeah.
And then they had Highlander Endgame.
Yeah.
Which is a combination of the movie with the TV show. Even though we had Connor in the TV show on the pilot.
Yeah.
I have to fully admit, watching that in theaters, that movie depressed me. Because I was really unhappy with how they ended the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, once I actually got it on DVD with the bonus 90 seconds or something added to the end of the movie, I felt much better about the whole movie.
I don't remember the third one very well. I mean, or the fourth.
Oh, the fifth
I
one,
haven't watched those in a while.
the
Yeah.
fifth one, it was written by the same drunk monkey who wrote the second one, I think.
Yeah. Well, I've seen them all. I just the after one, I've only seen the other ones a few times. So
I liked, like I said, what is it? The Highlanders. What is it called? It's had like two different titles. Final Dimension. I actually went camping in Yellowstone the summer before it came out,
uh-huh.
and we were just swimming in one of the streams there, and lo and behold, there's Mario Van Peebles,
Really?
the same lake as we.
Huh.
So that chance encounter, meeting him, and then seeing Highlander, that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons I like that movie. Yes, it's a stretch considering what we had in the original, but it at least made me not think about that horrible sequel
Yeah.
Sean Connery even came back for.
I know. Right.
Sorry, spoiler. I should have said something ahead.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So, but
That's it. My uncle's in the movie Untouchables. And so I've always liked that movie because he was an extra on the bridge scene and when they filmed in Helena.
oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, he's an extra in there. And so ever since then, I always like, oh man, the Untouchables. It's always been one of my favorites because my uncle's in it. So
Well, overall, it's not a hugely complex story. As we already alluded to, we have the bureaucrat who's trying to pocket money
yeah.
by closing down firehouses,
Fired.
opening up community centers, all based off of a phony manpower study that his golf buddies
Put together.
put together.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly, did you catch the names of the three people?
I can't remember him offhand here though.
The first victim is actually the name of one of the producers on the film.
Oh.
Seagrave, the second victim, is a manufacturer of fire trucks.
Oh, that's funny.
That's how they came up.
That's cool.
And obviously, we had the brother love-hate relationship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and really, he was almost his dad. I mean, because he had to be his dad for him. After his dad passed, Stephen had to become the father figure almost, basically. So, more than brothers.
Now, do you know the other movie Kurt Russell actually played a firefighter in?
Oh. It wasn't Tango and Cash.
Oh, we should do that sometime.
That's a good movie too. I don't. What is it? I'm drawing a blank here.
It is a remake of I want to say 60s era, maybe early 70s mega film.
Huh.
The original
Man.
Ernest Borgnine in it, and Gene Hackman.
Did they recreate like the earthquake or something like that? Or
Good guess. Poseidon.
oh, I never saw that.
Poseidon is a remake of the original Poseidon Adventure, which is about a cruise ship that gets hit by a tidal wave.
I think I've seen the original. Yeah.
Yeah. Kurt Russell stars in remake along with Josh Lucas.
Huh. Yeah, I have seen that. I think I have seen this.
I think the original is a little more exciting,
yeah.
but now there are 3 actors from this movie who went to work together again in 1997's Breakdown. Do you remember who those are?
Breakdown. Mm-hmm. No.
I'll give you the first one. Kurt Russell.
Oh, okay. Was this the one Breakdown? Is that the one where they literally break down, the trucker comes and steals his wife or something like that? And
yeah.
The guy who plays the politician, he's in it.
JT Walsh.
And
the chicken guy.
Oh,
Jack McGee.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I knew the last one would have been.
Yeah, that was a stretch. That was a stretch for me to get that one.
So, how many Baldwin brothers has Scott Glenn worked with? Scott Glenn being Adcock.
All 12.
No. Very nice, but no.
3 of them.
2 of them.
Oh, so he's also worked with Alec?
He worked with Alec in what?
We've
already mentioned the title.
Hunt for October?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Scott plays the skipper of the U.S. sub.
Oh, okay.
And then
what's that? I'm drawing a blank on it right now. That other sub movie with Denzel and Gene Hackman. That's a good movie.
Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide. That's a good flick too. That's a good movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. I didn't rewatch that one. That's a good one. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Maybe we'll have to go on a sub month.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Because we could.
I'm gonna admit I have to admit this to you. I've never seen The Hunt for Red October. I never got around to watching it.
I'm not actually frozen.
I know. I never got around to watching it. I've watched every other one of them, like Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger. I've seen all of them except for that one with Jack Ryan. I never got around to watching it.
You've even seen the Chris Pine one?
Yes, I've seen the Chris Pine one, but I haven't seen that one. I know. It's shameful.
Have you watched the Jack Ryan series on Amazon?
No, I haven't. I've heard that's really good.
Oh, that's shameful in itself.
I know. I'm looking for something new to watch. I was going to watch Yellowstone. As I watch stuff in the mornings before I work, when I'm working out and stuff.
That because I sent you that Yellowstone image the other day.
No, I haven't finished season 3, and I'm worried the season 4 is about to come out, and I got to finish season 3. I haven't finished it yet. Yeah. But that was cool when you sent me that Yellowstone image the other day.
Overall, we had such a phenomenal cast in every role.
Yeah.
I do want to shout out that over 5,000 active city and suburban firefighters volunteered for that Michigan Avenue walk.
And the walk at the end there for Adcock and Bull and the funeral.
Exactly.
I wondered. I was like, I'd wondered if they hadn't gotten local firemen to suit up and come out, and that's cool.
Here's a little. So yeah, definitely watch it at your own risk. Just enjoy it for
what it is. Yeah. But the first one, watch 100 times. It's so good.
Yeah. I have to admit, I love this Backdraft so much that I couldn't even try to watch Ladder 49 because I couldn't let Travolta tarnish how I felt about firemen
Yeah.
and fire movies.
I never watched that.
So
Never watched it.
there's my hot take. There's Luke's hot take.
I did watch Firestorm.
Well, Firestorm's not nearly as bad as Geostorm. And if you don't know about Geostorm, I highly recommend finding the podcast, How Did This Get Made, where they do Geostorm live. And I will point out, even the producers who did the movie didn't know at first that there was actually a car, the Geostorm, in existence.
Oh God.
So check out that podcast. In fact, because of that podcast, I kind of went on a deep dive for this and another movie I'm thinking about doing here soon. So I've thrown it out before. Paul Scheer does How Did This Get Made and Unspooled. Unspooled is about good movies. How Did This Get Made is we're kind of doing a hybrid of the two shows.
Right.
Sometimes we do something really good, and sometimes we do stuff that's so bad it's so good.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
How Did This Get Made? Their most recent episode, so bad. Tough Guys Don't Dance. That's all I'm going to say. Google it. And we'll be back in a couple weeks with a new film.